Hi guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to do Readathon by Zoe. So stay tuned. So Zoe over at ReadByZoe is hosting a 24-hour readathon, and it'll start for me in about an hour and 20 minutes. So I kind of tried to prepare myself for this 24-hour readathon, and I woke up really early today and stayed up and kind of got myself good and tired. And so at 6 o'clock tonight, I was like, okay, I think I can go to sleep. It was about 6:15, and I laid down. I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'll sleep for like 5 hours, and I'll wake up at 11 and be good to go. And that didn't work out too well. I forgot something important. I forgot to eat dinner. So I went to sleep at about 6:15, and then I woke up about 7:45. I was dreaming about being at a restaurant. And I woke up and I'm like, I'm starving. And then I haven't been able to go back to sleep since, unfortunately. Granted, I have definitely tried, but it's just not working. So, yeah, I don't know how well this is going to work out, considering I woke up super early, and then I ended up with like an hour-and-a-half nap that ended before 8 o'clock. I did not plan this well. I'm going to go and I'm going to get my TBR together, because I'm not really sure exactly what I want to read. I have a general idea, but I'm going to go and kind of gather all that together. And then probably wash my face, put on a face mask, and I'll check back in with you when it's time to start the readathon. So it's like 11:58, and this mask is like skin color. Look at that. So it's time to take this off, and then I will show you my TBR. Okay, so I got my face all rinsed off, and I am ready to get started with this readathon. So I've decided for this readathon, there's a few different things that I'd like to read. I don't know if I'll get to everything, but I'll try my best. So I'm currently listening to the audiobook of Ready Player One, and I am starting out on page 104 of this. I would also like to read Fairy Tale Revenge by J.L. Higgs, which is an ebook I have that I really need to get to, because the author sent it to me for review, so I need to do that. Also, I am currently reading A Wrinkle in Time as well, and I'm on page 29 of this. And I'd like to finish this as well, because I want to watch the movie, and I want to read it before I watch the movie. And then, if I have time, I also would like to read or listen to the audiobook of City of Glass. And I also have Map of Shadows by J.F. Penn, which is another book that's been sent to me by an author. And it does say that it's for fans of the Mortal Instruments, so I'm looking forward to this. Plus, it's a nice small book. I think that's a pretty reasonable, I mean, I may not get to everything, but I think that's a pretty good TBR. So it's after 12 o'clock now, so I'm going to get to reading. So it is 1 o'clock in the morning. And that sleep I was trying to get earlier, I'm kind of wanting that now. So I listened to a little bit of the audiobook. I only got 7 more pages. I'm on page 111 of Ready Player One. And I read another 16 pages of A Wrinkle in Time. I'm currently on page 45. And I think I'm going to switch to my audiobook for a little while, and I'm going to get me some caffeine, and I'm going to move around a bit. I do need to clean up my room, and I need to clean up my office, so those are things I can kind of do when I need to get up and move around. So I guess I'm going to go and do that now, and I will check back in at 2. So it is 2:05, and I'm currently on page 146 of Ready Player One. I'm feeling a little more energized since I've been moving around, so doing a little bit better. I don't know if I want to keep listening to this or go back to my book. I think I may actually go back to my book since I'm not feeling sleepy at the moment. I think I'll go back to A Wrinkle in Time for a little while. And then once I start getting sleepy again, I'll just keep going back and forth. That seems to work well for me, I think. Alright, well, I'll check back in an hour. Okay, so it is 3 a.m. and I'm currently on page 76 of A Wrinkle in Time. And I'm seriously struggling with getting through an hour of reading an actual book. My nap failure earlier is kind of screwing me, I think, because I did not get enough sleep. And now that the readathon's actually going, I'm tired and I just want to go to sleep. I may just take a little nap to try to get it out of the way. Dang it. Alright. I will check back in with you as soon as I can. So, it is 6 a.m. I took a little nap. I just woke up. I listened to a little bit more of Ready Player One before I went to sleep. And I'm currently on page 173. So, not a whole lot further, but a little bit. So, I think I'm going to get me some caffeine and continue listening for now. I need to wake back up. I think I'll be okay in a little while. Once I kind of get awake from this nap. At least that's my hope. So, it is 7 a.m. and I'm currently on page 200 of Ready Player One. And this is such a good book. It really is. I'm still not fully awake. I did have a cup of coffee. It hasn't quite kicked in. I'm thinking I might get a Monster. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep listening for now and get up and move around, do something. So I'll wake up a little bit more, hopefully. We do actually have some plans this afternoon to get out of the house and go and do something. So that'll be good. If I'm doing something, it's easier to stay awake. It's when I'm just sitting and reading that's a problem. Alright, well, I will check back in an hour. So, it is 8 o'clock, and I am currently on page 232 of Ready Player One, and I'm feeling a little bit more awake. I've been cleaning my office a little. I think maybe I'll need to continue doing that for a little bit longer. I have a Monster I'm working on. I feel like I'm still kind of on the verge of being, like, super sleepy versus being actually awake, you know? So, I don't know that I want to physically read a book for now. Not until I feel a little more awake. I kind of feel like if I tried to read a physical book, I would instantly be like, just because my eyes get tired before the rest of me actually gets tired, so it wouldn't take much. Anyway, I guess I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I will check back in another hour. So it is 9 o'clock, and I'm currently on page 266, and I'm finding it hard to get motivated to move around anymore, and I'm tired. I don't want to take another nap. I just want to read, though perhaps I'll be more productive if I just go ahead and get a good nap. I think what messed me up was I had some breakfast and my tummy got full, and now I'm like ready to go to sleep. I will either check in with you in an hour, or if I take a nap, check in with you the following hour after I get up, I guess. I don't know. You'll see soon enough. So it is 11 o'clock, and I went to sleep for a little over an hour, and I continued listening to Ready Player One, and I'm currently on page 290, and I'm feeling much more refreshed. I actually woke up on my own before my alarm went off, so I think maybe I might be good for now, hopefully. And I just want to get as much reading done as I can before the sleep overcomes me once again. But, I mean, so far, I'm not doing terrible, I don't think, even with the sleeping. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. So, it is 12 o'clock, and I'm currently on page 323 of Ready Player One. And this book is so good. I cannot wait for this movie to come out. Oh my gosh. And I have traded in my pajama pants for a pair of jeans. And I'm going to go and wash my face off and maybe put some makeup on. I don't know. And we'll be leaving in about, I don't know, 30 minutes maybe. I want to stop and get some lunch because I am starving now. Everybody else is currently in bed. Marty was up earlier and he's taking a nap. And Becca was also up earlier and I think she's just laying in bed watching YouTube on her phone. And Xander is still asleep because he stayed up really, really late last night. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to keep listening to my audiobook and getting everybody up and ready. And I will check back in another hour. Okay, so it is now 1 o'clock and I'm currently on page 341 of Ready Player One. And I stopped listening to that because we were in the car and it's so close to the end of the book that I don't want to spoil it for them. And because I intend on all of us going to see the movie, and so it would suck to hear the very end and not the rest of the story. So I switched to A Wrinkle in Time, and I'm currently on page 81 of this. And we are here at Rick Hall's Tiger Rock Martial Arts, where we all used to take Taekwondo, and it's their 30-year anniversary, so they've invited back like anybody that's ever attended classes there. And so we thought we'd come and say hi. So that's what we're gonna do. And then we'll probably go and get some lunch because I am hungry. Okay, well, I will check back in a little while.
90s
Yeah, on the 90s there, yeah.
There you go. There you go. The big glasses and the big hair. It's a contest. All right, big great.
Hi, Becca.
You cannot turn on. Can we go through these ones once again?
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Yo. Hey, Xanderpuff.
Oh, you gotta go see his old uniform over there. Yeah, I saw it as I walked by.
So it is 2 o'clock, and just a little while ago we left the Taekwondo studio, and we're now at Lowe's. Xander's passed out in the back seat, Marty's in the store, and I was listening to a little bit of my audiobook, and I'm currently on page 348, so not too much further in. And I think while he's in the store, I'm going to keep listening to this, and then I will switch to my actual book while he's in the car and while we go eat and all that good stuff. Alright, I'll check back in another hour. Hi, Xander. So we just finished having lunch, and I read a little bit more while we were eating, or before we got our food. I'm currently on page 93 of A Wrinkle in Time, and oh, it's 3 o'clock now, and I think now we are heading back to the house. So it's almost 4 o'clock now. It's about 10 minutes till, and I read just like 3 more pages of A Wrinkle in Time while we were in the car. I got to page 96, and then I continued listening to Ready Player One, and I finished this, and it was so good. I think I would probably give this book a 5-star. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. This was his first book, and he did such a great job. And I just loved all of the nostalgic references in it. And I knew most of what he referred to, and I thought that was really, really cool. And also, when I got to the back of the book, because when I finished listening to it, I saw the acknowledgments and about the author. And then I saw, it said, read on for an excerpt from Ernest Cline's latest novel, which is Armada. And I don't know, it just seems like it continues on, maybe. Or just the same type of book. And definitely seems like something else that I would probably want to read. Because I just really, really, really enjoyed this. And yeah, I would definitely get more of his books. So now I think I'm going to take another little nap because I'm just so freaking tired. And hey, I have completed at least one book. And right now, I'm almost halfway through. I don't know if you can see that. I'm here on A Wrinkle in Time. My plan for trying to get a good amount of sleep last night before the readathon was such a failure that it's kind of screwed me up all day, I think. And I'm just having such a hard time staying awake. But I'm going to take a nap, and then I'm just going to keep on reading and just keep trying. And yeah, it's about all I can do. I would like to get a lot more read, but just do the best I can. So it is 6 o'clock, and I have just completed yet another nap. I'm being really successful with napping today. If this is a napathon, I would be good to go. I think I've read like maybe not even a half of what I would normally read during one of these 24-hour readathons. But I was just so tired. I'm still tired. I'm hoping at this point that I've had enough sleep to push through the rest of the day. That's kind of my hope anyway, because I don't want to have to stop and take another nap, because there's only 6 hours left. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to read any physical book during that 6 hours, because I think I really just have to keep moving and doing stuff. I think I'm going to start listening to the audiobook for City of Glass now. I may still try to finish A Wrinkle in Time, because I totally think I can do that. I just don't want it to make me sleepy. Alright, I will check back in with you in another hour. So it is 7 o'clock now, and I've got me some coffee, and I'm listening to the audiobook for City of Glass, and I'm currently on page 46 of this. I don't expect to finish this tonight because I put it all the way up to like 2.1 speed and it still wouldn't have finished in enough time. So I'm just going to, I slowed it back down a little bit, and I'm just going to read as much of it as I can. I do think I'm going to take a few minutes, at least try to take maybe a few minutes each hour to read A Wrinkle in Time. And if I start getting sleepy, I'll cut it away immediately and go back to my audiobook. But I would really, really like to get through this book because it's not a very long book. Yeah, it's only like 203 pages, so I'm almost halfway there. So yeah, I'm really gonna try to get finished with this, and also to read as much of this as I can. So alright, well, I will check back in with you in an hour. So it is 8 o'clock, and I read for about 15 minutes A Wrinkle in Time, and I'm currently on page 109 of this. And I've continued listening to A City of Glass, and I'm currently on page 87 of this. So I think that I'll be able to continue on until midnight. So fingers crossed. My goal is to read at least 15 minutes of A Wrinkle in Time each hour. Around about 10 minutes, my eyes started getting droopy and ready to sleep, but I managed to push through for, until 7:15, and then I switched over to the audiobook. But at some point I may have to go longer than that, just because I really want to finish A Wrinkle in Time before the end of this readathon. Alright, well, I guess I will keep going, and I'll check back in another hour. So it is 9 o'clock, and I am on page 127 of A Wrinkle in Time. So I'm right here. So I have this much left. And I am currently on page 110 of City of Glass. So I'm right there. I still have this much left. I'm not feeling too sleepy. I did get a little like that while reading A Wrinkle in Time, but pretty much as soon as I stop physically reading, I'm fine. So I guess I'm just gonna keep going like I'm going, and I think that I can finish A Wrinkle in Time before the end of this readathon. I'm kind of trying to break it up into chunks and I don't know. I think I'm doing okay. And I'm doing pretty good on City of Glass too, which is good. I have quite a large list of books I want to read this month. Though you won't see it in this video, I'm probably going to continue kind of reading like a readathon tomorrow. But that will be in my reading vlog that I will be posting, I think, a couple of days after I post this readathon. But I don't know, because I do know that tomorrow I have a video to film and I think I have 2 videos to edit. So we'll see how much reading I actually get done. But I plan on trying to read like I would normally read in a readathon. But I'm going to sleep. As soon as I film my wrap up at midnight, I'm going to be in bed. Alright, well, I will check back in another hour. So, it is 10 o'clock, and I am currently on page 151 of A Wrinkle in Time. I only have like 52 more pages of this. And I am currently on page 128 of City of Glass. Okay, if I can just read about 25 pages an hour of this, I'll finish that, and I think I'm making pretty good time on City of Glass as well. So only 2 more hours to go, and then sweet sleep. You know, I'm gonna be really upset if all the napping I've had to do today has made it where I can't go to sleep tonight. That would suck. When I'm finally able to go to sleep at midnight and I can't sleep, that would be terrible. Okay, well, I will check back in another hour. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Only 1 hour more to go. So I am currently on page 182 of A Wrinkle in Time. So I'm definitely going to be finishing this. And I'm on page 141. I'm right here. Of City of Glass. So I'm so ready to go to bed. I'm so ready for bed. Oh my goodness. But I'm going to continue in just 1 more hour. That's it. Just 1 more hour. Okay. I will check back in with you in just 1 more hour. It's midnight. Yay! I managed to finish A Wrinkle in Time. I was actually surprised by all the religious stuff in this. I didn't realize that it was such a religious book. It's funny because these books, if you're a religious person, you would definitely like A Wrinkle in Time. But you may not like Ready Player One because, well, it kind of bashes on religion a bit. These are like opposites as far as the religious aspect goes. But they're both really good books, and I enjoyed both of them very much. And I also got to page 169 in City of Glass. And of course, I'm enjoying this. I love this whole series. And I have totaled up all of my pages that I've read, and I managed to read 615 pages, which I don't think is terrible considering how much I slept today, and I slept a lot. So I don't think it was a total fail today. I definitely could have done better, and I wish I had been able to do it without having to go to sleep so many times. And I think it's just my night before kind of messed me up. But not so bad in the end, and I'm pretty happy with the results. And I plan on continuing to read as much as possible tomorrow, though I do have other things that I have to do as well. So if you want to see how the rest of my weekend of reading goes, well, as well as the rest of the week I've already had, make sure you check out my reading vlog. Did you participate? If you did, let me know. I would love to watch your video too and see how you did and what you read and if you enjoyed it. Comment down below. Let me know what your favorite book was that you read during the readathon. Or even if you didn't participate, have you read any of these books? Would you like to read any of these books? Let me know. Well, I guess that's all for this readathon, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time,